Hi guys, in this video, I will give you some knowledge on how to find an indicated measures of arcs and angles. But what is arc and angles? Arc is a segment of a circle around the circumference, and an angle of a circle is an angle that is formed between the radius, chords, diameters, secant, or tangents of a circle. Central angle is an angle whose vertex is at the center of the circle, which means ang ating vertical angle is nandito sa vertex at ang ating arcs are nandito sa circumference ng circle. At lahat ng yan nabubuo dahil kay radius, chord, diameter, secant, and tangent line. Because once the line or the line segment intersect each other, makakabuo sila ng isang angle. At magiging dahilan yon para makabuo ng isang arc. And for some additional knowledge, there are three types of arcs. First is a minor arc, a major arc, and a semicircle. Unahin na natin ang semicircle. From the name itself, semi, ibig sabihin, kalahati ng circle. And alam natin, sa isang revolution ng circle, meron tayong nababuong 360 degrees. And ang kalahati ng 360 ay 180. Which means, ang semicircle, laging nagme-measure ng 180 degrees. And sa pagpapangalan ng semicircle, gumagamit tayo ng tatlong letters, which means 3 point ang kailangan natin para malaman kung ano ang semicircle. And in this diagram, meron tayong dalawang mabubuong semicircle. First is the arc DCB. At pwede natin pangalanan yan na arc, point D, C, and B. Ito ang ating unang semicircle. At para sa pangalawa nating semicircle, meron tayo ditong arc point D, point A, at mag-end sa point B. And in this diagram, we made two semicircle. Para sa major arc naman, ang measures niya lagi ay greater than 180 degrees, which means dapat lagpas siya sa kalahati ng isang revolution ng circle. So, just like semicircle, pinapangalanan din natin ang major arc in 3 letters, which means 3 points din ang kailangan natin. And in this diagram, I will give 2 examples of major arc. First is point A to point C, and mag-end sa point B. So, pwede natin isulat yan dito. Point A, C, and B. At para sa pangalawa nating major arc, pwede tayong kumuha point A through point C at mag-end sa point D. So, pwede nating sulat arc, major arc A, C, and D. Makikita rin naman natin na lagpas siya sa kalahati, which means this 2 example is a major arc. And for our last arc, we have minor arc, which always measures less than 180 degrees. And we name this minor arc in 2 letters, which means 2 points lang ang ating hinahanap or laging hinahanap sa minor arc. So, in this diagram, I will give you 2 samples of minor arc. And we have point A through point B, which means our first minor arc is arc AB. And for second minor arc, we have point A at mag-end sa point D. Arc AD. Itong dalawang example ang binigay ko dahil kung makikita nyo dito sa diagram, hindi siya lumagpas sa kalahati o hindi man lang umabot sa kalahati. And because all of this, we can easily identify which one or what is minor arc, major arc, or semicircle. After naming the parts of a circle and talks about types of a arc, we can now proceed and find the indicated measures in these arcs and angles given. It says here that measure of angle AFB is equal to x degree and measure of angle BFC is equal to x plus 10 degree. And the line segment AD is a diameter. Solve for x and find the indicated measure. So, umpisa na natin sa number 1. Which is, ang hinahanap sa number 1 is yung measure ng angle AFB. Which is ito. AFB. And sinabi dito na yung measure ng angle AFB is equivalent to x. At hindi natin alam kung ano yung x na yon. Pero buti na lang, nagbigay pa ng isang given na measure ng angle ng BFC. BFC. Which is ito. Na sinasabi dito na equivalent siya sa x plus 10 degree. So, kung titignan tong diagram natin, pag pinagsama natin tong dalawa, makakabuo tayo ng isang right angle which measures about 90 degrees. As you can see that these two arcs is a adjacent arc. So, gagana dito yung theorem ng arc addition theorem. It states here that the measure of the arc formed by two adjacent arcs is the sum of the measures of the two arcs. Which means, dapat pag pinag-add natin tong dalawang arc na to, ay mag-measure sa 90 degrees. Kaya, ipag-add lang natin yung binigay na given na x sa isa pang given na x plus 10. At dapat, mag-measure sila ng 90 degree. So now, we have a equation to use. Let's proceed on solving. Since, as you can see here, we have a like terms or same terms, gagawin lang natin is ipagko-combine lang natin sila by adding them. So, x plus x is equal to 2x, remain the positive 10, and is equal to 90 degrees. Since, ang hinihingi lang naman sa number 1 is yung x or yung angle AFB, so, kailangan na nating i-undo yung mga coefficient at constant dito sa equation na to. So, para i-undo yun, unahin muna natin yung positive 10. Paano nga ba i-undo ang positive 10? So, we need to minus 10 on both sides. And since they have unlike terms, maka-cancel out lang siya. So, remain 2x and 90 minus 10 is equal to 80. And kung mapapansin nyo is may coefficient pa tayo na 2 dito sa variable na x. So, paano naman mag-undo ng may variable? So, madali lang yan. So, kung dito mag-a-add or magma-minus lang tayo, sa pag may kasama namang variable is magde-divide lang tayo on both sides kung anong number yung gusto nating alisin. So, since 2 ang gusto kong alisin, magde-divide lang tayo both sides ng 2. And 2 divided by 2 is just the number itself. Hindi na natin isusulat yon. So, i-remain na lang natin yung x. So, dito naman tayo sa kabila. 80 divided by 2 is equal to 40. Since nakuha na natin yung measure ng x, alam na natin yung sagot sa number 1. Which is, ang measure ng angle AFB is 40 degree. So, pwede na natin ilagay din dito yung 40 degree. And now, let's proceed on number 2. So, ang hinahanap naman dito, yung angle BFC. Which is, sinabi na dito yung measure ng angle BFC is x plus 10. Which is, alam na natin yung x is 40 degrees. So, sulat na natin dito, 40. So, at ina-add dito yung 10. So, 40 plus 10 lang. Siyempre, alam na natin yan. 40 plus 10 is equal to 50. So, ang sagot para sa number 2 is 50 degrees. At pwede na rin natin isulat dito, yung 50 degrees. At kung marirecall nyo, sinabi natin na dapat maging 90 degrees ito pag pinag-add. So, ipag-add natin. 50 plus 40 is equal to 90 degrees. So, tama tayo. So, now, let's proceed on number 3 at hinahanap dito yung measure ng arc AB, which is ito. And since intercepted arc siya ni vertical angle 40 degrees, so, ang measure ng arc AB is 40 degree also. So, let's write it down. Here, 40 degrees. So, bakit nga ba nagiging congruent yung measure ng vertical angle sa intercepted arc niya? Kasi kung makikita nyo, if these two radius intersect each other, they can form a angle 40 degrees. At kung in-extend pa natin to at tumama siya sa circumference ng circle or arc ng circle at pinagsama yung radius, makakabuo sila ng 40 degrees at tinatawag yun na radian. At here, in this number 4, hinahanap dito yung measure ng arc BC, which is eto. And since intercepted arc siya ng vertical angle 50 degrees, magiging 50 degrees din itong arc BC. So, let's write it down here, 50 degrees. So, now, let's proceed on number 5. Find the measure of arc CD, which is itong arc na to, CD. At kung mapapansin nyo dito is meron siyang right angle na nabubuo. So, common sense na lang yan, matik yan na magiging 90 degrees. Automatic 90 degrees because this angle measures 90 degree because it's right angle. So, let's write it down here, 90 degrees. And to check if our answer is correct, as we recall that line segment AD is a diameter, which means this arc is a semicircle. So, dapat, pag pinag-add natin yung mga adjacent arc na meron tayo, mag-measure siya ng 180 degrees. So, 90 plus 50 plus 40 is equal to 180 degrees. So, tama yung mga measures na nakuha natin from number 1 to 5. So, now, let's proceed on number 6. We need to find the measure of arc DE. So, this is the arc DE. And as we recall that our line segment A and D is a diameter, and this BE, let's assume, is a diameter also because 2 points siya, line segment siya na may 2 points na dumaan sa vertex or sa center ng circle. So ayon nga sa rules ng geometry, once a two line segment intersect each other, makakabuo sila ng vertical angle na magiging congruent din sa opposite, katulad nito. Since 40 degrees ang nakuha nating vertical angle dito sa BFA, magiging 40 degrees din yung makakuha natin sa DFE. Kasi nga, congruent sila. Inahati sila ng dalawang diameter. Since 40 degrees din yung angle na nabobuo ng DFE, magiging 40 degrees din yung arcs na mabobuo ni DE. So, para sa sagot sa number 6, lalagay din natin na 40 degrees. For number 7, we need to find the measure of arc AE. And this is the arc AE. And we all know that line segment AD is a diameter. Makakabuo siya ng dalawang semicircle na alam natin na laging nagme-measure sa 180 degrees. So, dapat, pag pinag-add natin itong adjacent arc na tong dalawa, mag-measure siya sa 180. Pero hindi natin alam kung anong angle na meron dito para mag-180. So, para malaman yon, ima-minus lang natin yung 180 sa 40. So, 180 minus 40 is equal to 140. And since 140 siya, alam na natin na ang arc na meron si AE is 140 degrees. And 140